Jesus fuck Christ. Okay, so I didn't press record last time, so we're just gonna start. So I got Max White sitting here. I did do an amazing version of Biz Marquis' Just a Friend.
Your whole Just a Friend didn't
to
even
no one, to just Max on a really high quality audio file that didn't press play.
Grant's dinner table.
So
yes.
we got Max White here at the dinner table. Max, he's from Grand Rapids. He moved away. He's back. He's doing comedy. He's a comedian. He was hosting at Dr. Grin's and was telling me I should go to Dr. Grin's. And I told him I had a band and that I was doing open mics on Thursdays. And I released the album on LinkedIn because I didn't want anybody to hear it.
We had like 5 minutes of talking shit on Guido and AJ. We just have to revisit it.
Yeah.
We're going to go back. We were talking about how Guido, when I left 2 months ago to go to New York, was looking kind of haggard. And now I got back and he's back to being fuckable.
And I said Guido is fuckable. On an open mic scale, he's
a 10. Yeah, he's a 10 for sure. I don't like who is like
AJ Rank as well. A 10.
Yeah, AJ, and that's good. I'm not gay, but that makes me question it. AJ's a good looking dude.
Yeah.
He's got that like kind of like pervy voice too, like that.
He does. It is a little pervy.
And Guido's just, Guido's Guido.
Guido.
I tried to open my set last night with Sunday Funnies with the last thing he said on his stage, and this is exactly what it was. You'll have no idea what it's like to suck a chlamydia dick. That was his last line last night at Sunday Funnies.
Are you gonna laugh?
Yeah,
oh,
it's
nice.
Guido, dude. He's creepy. He's he forced it in there. But then, of course, Guido killed last night. It's been fun, so fun being back with all the boys and shit like that.
How was Sunday Night Funnies?
Good, man. I mean, it's very different vibe than what we're used to in terms of it's
like the 80s, man.
Very much so. There's some of that. Well, I mean, it was cool last night. I mean, they had some good guys, and like it's just kind of different. I think that Brian B has held it down for so long there. I know when I first started watching comedy in Grand Rapids, like when I first moved back, that was the one that I would go to. And
yeah,
then
no,
before I knew about
Tip
Tip Top.
Oh,
is it really? Ooh, how'd that go?
I did well because he did that thing of like, oh, he's a virgin, like sacrifice the virgin. So people were like cheering and yelling and booing before I got on. And
do you know I fell there?
You fell?
Yeah,
off
in front
the
of
stage?
I was walking up. It was like second time I ever did it. It was bad, dude. I've never fallen on stage, and like I said, awkward shit all my life, so bombing doesn't really faze me. Yeah. But falling on stage with a beer and like I keep hitting a beer and like your phone out with your notes. Yeah, it sucked. Like I went all the way down. It was crazy. Like, and then I did then I did a few 5 minutes, but it was such a bad fall that people didn't even like laugh. They were like concerned. It was like it's pitch black when you walk up there, and like there's a handicap access that goes up part of the way, and my legs just went like each one just ate shit. But what can you do?
Yeah, I was way into like physical comedy, like Chris Farley type stuff when I was in high school. So I would like fall and stuff.
Back in your high school years?
Yeah, like 3 years ago.
Wow.
And so but like I would have falls sometimes where I would just try to drop as many things as I possibly could.
Oh shit.
And just like have like a pencil box or something full of like bunch of like crayons and shit.
That was your shtick.
And then just like throw it up in there and fall, and papers going everywhere and shit's everywhere, and people are like, oh no, are you okay? Like it's like, no, this is a bit right now. Like
this is Grant's shtick.
I'm trying to do Chris Farley right now.
Grant Styles.
Have you not seen Tommy Boy?
Physical comedian. Yeah. That's why don't you do that anymore? Because Stu would just fucking kick you out of his shows.
Do you know the guy Josh Fadum? He's he doesn't even talk. Like he just does physical stuff.
Oh,
where
man.
He'll like get up on stage and he'll just.
What shows? Where at?
He's L.A. He's like a.
Oh, word?
Comedian.
No, I don't know. Yeah. There's a guy though that so like in New York there's like these like open mics, obviously, and then there's like I don't know if you know this or not, but there's open mics.
Really?
And there's shows, but there's these ones that are free in there's certain spots. So there's like there's something you have to pay money to go to, which is kind of weird at first. You pay like $5 or have to buy a drink or whatever, which is pretty common to hear. I mean, if you're not being a shithead, you should always support the venue that lets us do this what we do. Yeah. But there's this one I went to that was like totally free in Brooklyn, and this dude got on stage. And for 5 minutes, he just stared at everybody with his hands in his pockets of his trench coat. People were leaving, like tourists, because they were afraid this was like a fucking shooter, dude. Like this guy was, it's such a weird world to live in. Me being from Michigan, you just don't think about that. Like that guy's not going to shoot me. Yeah. But it's very weird. So
that's crazy. There's this comedian, Ben Kronberg. He was on Last Comic Standing. And he did a bit where he just gets up on stage on his Last Comic Standing and just like doesn't talk for like the first 30 seconds and then like checks his phone. And then his line was, so you start work exactly when you get to work, like something like that. Like
funny.
Yeah, it was a good bit.
Oh, so he tied it in. Okay.
Yeah. So it was like it got a huge laugh.
Yeah.
But Roseanne was on there, like one of the judges. And she was like, go fuck yourself, like you're terrible, like
Yeah,
but it's like a funny, like he's just he's a more like alternative guy,
for sure. It's
know?
like I just can't think of like it like resident in my head, like Stu McAllister obviously is like the grand shepherd of comic like here, and he's been so cool to me, especially me being a newer guy. But he talks about like I used to be like how's everybody doing? Like, he's like why the and as I progressed, he was like why the fuck are you doing that? You're just wasting your time.
Yeah.
And at first you're like you can lie all you want, but 5 minutes is a long time when you first start, and you're like stretching it out. And then like once he starts like you start realizing like wow I need those 5 minutes, so you just go right into the thing. And you still see people too that like will do like oh how's everyone doing? What's up, dude? I just met your roommate.
Yeah, it's my roommate Steven over here. He's not
hey,
on
Steven.
the mic. He's just hanging out.
What's up, man? How are you? I would feel weird not introducing myself.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, whenever I'm just nervous because I got to get that first laugh.
Yeah.
Like fast.
Yeah, you're on that like first laugh in 10 second thing.
Yeah. So I'll just be like, hey, my name's Grant, and then just do a joke real fast.
Okay.
Even if it's about it has nothing to do with anything.
I like your whack off jokes.
The one about the guitar.
That was funny. There's one I was trying to explain. I was on my way here, and I was talking to my friend, and he's like, have I seen Grant before? And I'm like, yeah. And there's like this one bit. It's like about a drive-through or something. It's like it's some bit you have, and I can't remember. I'm the worst at remembering bits. It's something about like movies or I don't know. I'm gonna feel like a real dick in your podcast, not knowing exactly what your bit was.
No, it's fine. You don't have to know my bits.
No. But I'm really bad at remembering it. But there's this one that I always. It's like I can't tell you the whole bit, but when I think of it, I think of you, and it's fucking hilarious. I don't know.
It's about how I saw my brother when I was mowing the lawn.
Keep going.
And
I want you to bit
because I see it. I'm a liberal douchebag, right? So I have this voice in the back of my head that's saying like, don't judge people, let people live their lives, right?
Yeah.
So I'm mowing my lawn. I look over and see a very, stereotypical, butch looking, lesbian looking woman walking a dog.
You can say lesbian.
And I think to myself like, wow, like you're a lesbian, like straight up. And like, the liberal side of my brain's like, oh, don't think like that.
Yeah.
She's living her life, she's doing her thing. And then I do a double take back over and realize it's my brother.
Oh, see, that wasn't the bit I was thinking of. That's super funny. I just got to do a whole bit. That was my goal. It's really good, though.
Doing a bit of a podcast is just like,
oh, man, it's bad.
It's so terrible. It's like telling a friend one of your jokes. Oh, you do comedy. What's one of your jokes?
It make me laugh.
Yeah.
That's like the gnarliest thing. How do you handle that if someone says that to you?
I say, go to a show. I'm not telling you.
I read this somewhere, and it was like an old comic, and he said to say, it's more of a theater. It's more theater than a card trick, and I don't know why that works. Even the drunkest people at you're like walking in an elevator and Bob, and like, oh, your comment made me laugh. You're just like, do the thing. I don't know if it works or not.
Yeah, no, it is. It definitely is. You have to. It has to be the right setting
in the moment, or just say something awful to them, and then like bomb on purpose, which I'm sure you're capable of. I can't think of what the bit was now. It's bothering me, but I'm sure I'll hear it. I figure it's about masturbating though.
It's about masturbating.
Don't you have a bit about masturbating?
Yeah, I had like 3 bits about masturbating.
Without telling me the entire bits, like bullet point them.
I have a joke about how I want to play guitar, so the calluses.
That's
from
it.
Jerking
That's the one.
off
That's the one where you jerk off. Hi.
Yeah,
how's it going?
That's a jerk off bit. But I have like 2 other ones too.
Okay, cool. That's good. Get your it's like a graph of jerk off bits and whatever. Like, is that your new material? Or is that your older?
It's that's an older joke. I've done that since like August.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm trying to write newer stuff.
What are you like exploring writing wise?
Less one-liners, because those are hard to write.
Dude,
they're so
I have
hard.
utmost respect for people that can go up there and spit like 60 in a row. It is a rare breed.
Yeah,
I mean, it's,
especially like a club set where you have to remember all your jokes. And you can't have a notebook.
Yeah, and not to mention like there's not much room in there to like lead people. Like read a room, like where fucking.
Yeah,
like,
how are they gonna?
Yeah,
how do you know if they like?
You're just gonna keep like do the same 50 no matter what's going on. Like that's pretty crazy to me. You try. I mean, you obviously want to have a set list to stick to and ideas you want to work on. But like at a paid show or something, you're gonna want to have like artillery. Yeah, it's pretty gnarly if you're just like doing some Cosby jokes next and like one after the other. Yeah.
But I've been doing longer story type stuff, trying to do like a new story every week at Tip Top.
Nice. What shows have you been doing?
Just stuff I crashed my car.
Jesus.
Coming back from Louis, in January.
What happened?
I just hit a weird patch of ice and just slid into the other lane. You know those like guardrails in the middle? I hit those.
Holy shit! Did it hurt?
No, I was good.
What music were you listening to when it happened?
Oh, I don't remember. I think like Marvin Gaye.
Damn. Were you pulling on yourself?
No.
Do you ever do that when you drive?
No.
Why not?
Why would I jerk off while I'm
Because
driving?
it passes the time. You're a comic. You're on the road a lot.
Yeah, that's
You
why
don't
I think
ever do
I'm
that.
thinking about bits.
Think about pulling yourself, then think about bits. I can't believe you don't do that. That seems like downright un-American. You're a Cincinnati boy. That's
Wait,
what they do.
you?
Yes.
Full disclosure, do you?
Absolutely.
You come in the car?
Yeah. Where else
Holy
would I come?
shit, dude.
What, do I pull over and dump it on the side? Of course you come in the car.
You
gotta have a
come
whole
right
system. You gotta have a whole system.
Where do you come? Just on your?
No,
on your
dude, you got come on. You gotta have maintenance. You gotta have like tissue and
Yeah,
napkins.
okay.
Not a barbarian, Grant. The trick is you gotta do it before you get to a truck though, because they can look down and see you. That's weird.
That is
I ruined
real
many a
weird.
new era hats, like putting it on top, like
Oh,
like
damn.
you got your hat there.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I'd never thought to do that ever.
You will now. You'll think of me when you do it.
I won't do that now.
What?
There's no way.
Well, you don't have
I'm
a
gonna
car,
jerk
that's
off
probably
in
why.
a car.
What happened to
Yeah.
your car? Is it just in the salvage
It's
yard?
totaled. Got totaled.
Jesus.
I got a new car though.
Oh, it's here. You got a car now?
Got a
Oh,
car now.
nice. That's good.
But I'm trying to like keep the mileage low, so I'm not going super far.
Huh?
So I'm trying to do shows in town. That's why I did my own show, you know.
Yeah. Okay, I
But
got you.
the Cave Cafe, man, at Calvin.
That was
man,
awesome.
It was an awesome show, but they don't want me back at all.
Just because of me?
Just in general, they think.
I
they
thought you
just-
said it was all good the next time.
I thought it was too, but then I was asking for dates, like, hey, I want to do a monthly show
Wow.
at the college, and they were like,
Went a little too hard. Sorry,
and
buddy.
that's okay.
I'm just glad you're still in college.
Yeah, no, I'm not expelled.
I didn't cash your check. It's
The
framed in my
story
house.
the story is I did a show at my college and Max came, and I forgot to tell Max that
Yeah.
Calvin has a content restriction.
I
on-
asked him. He said, "No, it's cool."
Dude, I did not say it's cool.
Yeah,
I
you did, and then you
said-
didn't message me.
I said clean. I said clean to everybody.
Not
except
to me.
you, and
Yeah,
I'm
and
sorry.
I'm the worst person to not say that to.
And so your first bit was,
What
"Am
was
I the only person who likes Bill Cosby more?"
I
now?"
open with that
Yeah.
fucking shit joke. Ugh, gross.
Two.
That's the only one I'm embarrassed about.
2.
I remember the 12 inches. That little. Come on.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know you did a good show though when the barista comes up to you afterwards and gives me a high five and he's like,
Uh-huh.
"Thanks, these kids are assholes."
Yeah.
I don't want to get that barista in trouble though. That guy.
He's
was
a
cool.
good barista.
Yeah, he's
I
rad,
know
dude.
him. I've played music with him before.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a
Oh,
good guy.
sick. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right,
I
cool.
know pretty much everybody who was at that show
Oh wow.
because
What about the chicks that came up to me and were yelling at me?
they were friends of a guy who was performing. So they didn't even go to the school.
They were not that good with the whole like debate thing.
Mm.
They were like, "I can't believe you'd say that," and I was like, "I
Mm.
did."
Was it just that Cosby joke that they were mad
No,
about?
they were pissed about everything.
Just
Yeah.
the whole set.
Yeah,
they're
they're
just
fucking.
like,
they're
I
like
think you're just too aggressive. They're just like,
At the
this
time.
isn't comedy. This is just.
full frontal attack.
Yeah, I just feel like this guy is just like.
The worst,
an
I would
onslaught.
love to be like, "Oh, we're in a bar and having fun," but we were in like Christian. Is it Christian college?
Yeah.
Christian college in like
Dutch Christian
a
college.
Dutch basement and yeah,
Basement coffee shop.
Yeah,
Full packed house.
Yeah.
Like 50, 60.
yeah,
people.
it was good, man. It was fun.
It was-
really
yeah, it was a
funny
great
for sure.
show.
Yeah, it was awesome. It
And
was,
I said, hey, can I do a monthly show there?
yeah, and you
I
had-
know I could draw people.
yeah,
And they said, oh, we don't know. Maybe in April. And I was like, what date in April so I can promote it? And they're like, we don't know. Just in
you
April.
got the blow off. Oh well,
And I was just like,
just moving to New York.
I'm gonna hold it too. I was like, hey, it's April.
Do it.
Where's my show?
Dude, I'll sign a piece of paper saying I promise I won't go back, even when offered the spot. I promise I won't go back. I won't be in town. That's
Yeah.
I would love to do it again. That's really
Yeah,
fun.
I should tell him that
Max is not coming.
Max lives in a different state. He's
yeah.
in New York City.
He's still based here, but he lives in New York now,
Mhm.
so that's really cool.
So how's the New York open mics
It's
going?
so good, man. Open mics are good. It started like when I first got there, it was like, obviously 99% open mics and then 1% of like book shows, and now it's
Mhm.
about 50-50, 60-40, like, on
That's nice.
shows. It's
Nice.
cool, man. Yeah, been like doing all the clubs, and then did that thing that went viral. That
Oh
was
yeah,
pretty crazy. Yeah, it's-
Explain that a little bit.
I was just at a bar during the blizzard, the Jonas Storm in New York, and I made a fake Craigslist ad selling this Prius, and it went viral. And then the New York Post picked it up. I was on Good Morning America. That was really
That's tight.
weird.
It's tight.
It's really weird waking up with all that shit going on, and then people like my Google search name was like bouncing. All that other shit was up there. Like, yeah, it's pretty weird. The whole thing is just really kind of surreal. And so New York Post picked it up. I mean, it went all over the place. Like people in Australia and stuff are like trying to buy the car. It's like really weird. People what they'll do for like $100
Yeah.
for a Prius. But yeah,
That's funny.
it's pretty funny though. But yeah, so that was pretty crazy. And
So
then,
like, how many times you say get up in a night?
I did 198 shows in 2 months. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's weird. I tried to get 200, but I got sick like for
Yeah.
2 days and just like chilled out. So
Yeah.
so it's
So just
anywhere
hitting
from
it as hard as
2 to
possible.
6. Yeah, and then like
Yeah.
a really good group of comics out there. Been like a lot of guys I've hosted for at Grins or whatever, you know, not a lot, but like the guys I have hosted for here that are New York comics have been really gracious to me, like hooking it up, and then knowing some LA comics are really cool. Yeah, like Stu had some connections out there with these guys, Bushwick Bears. They put me on a show. That's pretty cool. One of the guys, they'll be here for Laugh Fest. Actually, he's from Michigan originally, but it's been in New York for a while. Yeah, man, it's cool. It's like a whole different scene. Obviously, it's very like, I mean, it's a lot of different. I mean, you hear stories like, "Oh, it sucks." It sucks if you let it suck. You know what I mean? It's like anything. If people bitch about this scene, they're gonna fucking hate it there. You know what I mean? If being on stage in front of 4 comics bothers you and no crowd, you're gonna hate it. But if you're working on things, like, you know, if you're trying to get these ideas out, it's amazing because, you know, you can, you know, within an hour you can be working on an idea, and the next thing you know, you're at another spot doing it. And then once you start meeting people and they're booking you on shows, even like small paid shows and stuff like that, it just starts kind of, you know, compounding like that. And then it's yeah, dude, especially someone like you can just do ideas. And, you know, it's PC. Obviously, it's a little more PC than here. You know what I mean? It's definitely no Tip Top. Like, I can't wait to go to Tip Top tomorrow night, Tuesday night. Come out. Oh my God, we're saying some bad things. But like, you should go to Chicago. Have you done Chicago mics yet?
No, I'm going on Wednesday.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. No, I'm proud of you.
This guy Mario, he does
Martinez.
Yeah, Mario.
Yeah, he does
Martinez,
like the Grand Valley Comedy Team or whatever it's called.
Yeah, he's
Varsity Comedy Team.
yeah, he's on spring break, so he's like, I just want to do as many shows as possible.
Oh, good for you
week,
guys.
so
Sweet.
like,
Yeah. If you do you know, are you going Wednesday? Do you have the list yet of what to do? Did Guido tell you?
Guido's he was gonna go with us, but then he's trying to save money, so he's not going. But the place Cole's.
Yeah, Cole's is where it's at. Be there by 8. It's Rebecca and Sonia that run it. Rebecca O'Neill and Sonia Dennis. They're both regulars now at Laugh Factory, so give it up for them. They're really cool. So be there by 8. People start signing up at 5, but once you sign up, you can't go anywhere else. You can't leave or you lose your spot. First time I did it, I was like 31 out of 50. You know what I mean? And now it's cool because we know it's like a reserve spot or whatever, though. I think Guido and I went back. I was just there 2 Wednesdays ago and did Laugh Factory, which is really cool. But there's a awesome scene there, dude. Like,
I'm just excited to do my jokes in front of people who've never seen me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
sure.
Because it's, you know, all the comics have seen me. You know, people around here, all my friends have seen me. So it's just like. It's like refreshing.
It's crazy though. Like when you get, at least for me, and I know like a lot of people don't like it there. I'm the last guy. I would encourage anyone to go to big cities. That's just how I think.
Yeah.
Like I don't get that whole I live in New York now. It fucking sucks. Like why the fuck? It's so expensive. Why would you live there if you don't like it? If you're making it work for you, it's one thing. Chicago's like on a smaller scale, but like it's funny if your jokes don't have legs, they won't work. Like if it's anything to do with like, you know, chauvinism and it's not like knock out of the park funny, you're gonna get your ass handed to you by like people in the crowd. Like which is cool. I mean, it's you can say whatever. We have the right
to say. It's a different environment.
Yeah, and we can say whatever we want to say on stage, but you know we do have to be prepared to like accept the ramifications of what happens off. You know, like I say some awful things, but I'll sit down and talk to anybody. Like those chicks that yelled at me at your show. Yeah. I said I just challenge you to stay for these other 4 comics. Why do you have to put me first, Grant? I could have picked up on the fact that they weren't doing it.
I'd put you first because I think you're good at getting the crowd. You know.
Oh yeah,
crowd work
they went one way, but no. It's cool too because I remember
people didn't leave, and you know what I mean. They were respectful. They're just like
they were cool. That's the thing. Like I had a good time, so I think it was like.
The weird thing is like because it is like a Dutch like Christian school, but like. The Christian aspect, like no one was mad.
Well, I was like looking before we did it. I was looking at what your school books band wise, and you guys book some progressive bands, like So it's like you don't ever want to pigeonhole someone just because they're at a school. Like some of the best schools in America are Jesuit schools in like DC and stuff that friends have gone to. Yeah, not to say like these guys, you're not going to be like this place is gonna suck. Yeah, so whatever. I think they'll handle it. They got a little.
There's just a few people.
Yeah, I think the 2 people that were pissed, were really pissed, I should say. Didn't even like go there.
They didn't go to school.
Just like everything. It's like people say they're going to move to another country if so-and-so gets elected. They're not going anywhere. They're sitting on their mom's couch in the basement when they're 40. What else is going on?
Oh, man, I don't know. Just trying to do new shit, trying to do open mics around, trying to host my own shows.
Just here.
I got this podcast about the movie Rango.
Yeah, well, you didn't even explain it because you.
Did you
just forget to hit the record button?
I forgot to hit the record button.
Do you smoke weed
on the first time? I actually don't smoke weed.
Yeah, me neither. But I was like, that's just no excuse. I do dumb shit too, though.
We're recording right now, though, which is good.
Nice. That's good.
Got 15 minutes under the belt here.
Did you do? We had like 5 before.
We did. Yeah, we had like 5. And I usually start off talking about the movie Rango, but then I was just like, shoot, like, let's just talk about comedy.
Actually, I want to look up. Do you mind if I?
Because you've never seen it, and you've never even heard of it.
I thought Rango was just your take on Django.
No, it's a real movie about
movie.
Johnny Depp plays a lizard.
What the fuck? Okay, I just googled Rango movie poster. Oh my god, is this one of those Pixar things or something?
And I believe it's not Pixar, but it's another.
I found an
animation
Israeli
thing.
version. Cool. Wait, I want to find the plot. Let's read the plot here and find out what goes on. Do you even know what the plot is?
Barely.
Tell me how this whole idea sprung up.
I had a Facebook post about, you can make life events on Facebook.
Yes.
So I made a life
I don't,
event.
but yeah.
I made a life event. You can make it whatever you want to be. Like I lost like 20 pounds. Like I got divorced. Whatever you want to say. And so I just wrote I watched the movie Rango.
Yeah.
And then that was a life event, like a big moment in my life.
Yeah. How many likes did you get?
A lot, like 50.
Nice, dude. That's awesome.
And then I made another one that said I watched Rango again.
Oh, I should probably confess this to you. After you told me that those girls were pissing me for the show, and you told me that they made posts, I did go on there and like all their statuses, and I may or may not have messaged them. Wow, I'm twice your age and get twice as many likes on all my shit. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm not friends with them on Facebook at all.
They're
either.
the worst. Oh wait, this is awful. Okay, the plot. Let's see what the plot. A pet chameleon, Johnny Depp, becomes stranded in the Mojave Desert after his terrarium falls from his owner's car by accident. I would cry. I can't watch movies that are like sad with like.
Yeah, no, it's good. Like it's a good movie.
You haven't seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it barely.
Oh,
I've
okay.
seen a little bit of it.
He meets an armadillo named Roadkill. Yeah, this is just too weird.
It's solid. You should watch it.
Is it? All right.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. At the end of the series of podcasts, I'm gonna watch it with Jordan.
Oh,
and
dude,
we're
that
gonna
Jordan's
discuss
episode was
it.
awesome. What's that? Those little bitches. I got back Thursday, and those little pussies haven't even come out to see me. I was at the mic on Thursday at Grants and hosted all weekend and Sunday Night Funnies, and they probably won't even be there tonight. Baby Bustler.
Are they not gonna be here tonight?
I don't know. I'm just assuming. I'm thinking that they're being dicks. What's up with that photo of Baby Bustler in the like net shirt?
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
That's weird.
That's weird.
That kid party's weird.
He works at the porn store now.
That's what he said. Yeah, I talked to him a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, he did a whole thing on it when he was at the house show. He did
man.
a Q&A.
I would love to see that dude at porn store. I kind of want to go buy things. And like, that's weird though. That's like two people that I know in comedy that have a close tie with people at the porn store. It must be a thing.
Yeah, a lot of comedians. David Tell.
He worked at the porn store?
No, he has a TV show about porn.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched that before though. Have you seen that guy live before?
No.
Holy shit. Fire.
No.
That's the coolest part about being in New York.
I watched his special.
You could go to New York, you move to New York and not even do comedy and just watch comedy if you're a fan, and every single night the shit you see. Those magical nights happen.
Sounds great.
I mean? It's crazy. Like you see everybody. It's
so you
nuts.
just hang out at the clubs and
every day is
so there's open mics like earlier and then
I start at 4 p.m. every day. 4 p.m. every day there's usually a mic.
mics.
Now I know people like at the certain clubs, so I get like privied into like the earlier parts of the list and stuff like that, and then like get to go other ones. But you'll start at like maybe the Stand at like a 5 o'clock mic, or there's a really cool bar next to Comedy Cellar called Grizzly Pear. So you actually walk right by Comedy Cellar and it's like directly next door. It's all the street called McDougal, like Cafe Waz there, which is like where Jimi Hendrix first played. Like live in America or New York, and then there's like it's where Lenny Bruce and Carlin and all those guys lost their cabaret license right across the street. It's all an area called West Village or Greenwich Village, and then like right there from like 4:30 to 8 o'clock you can do 4 shows. You can go Grizzly Pear, over to Village Lantern, back to Grizzly Pear for your second set, and then you can go to like Greenwich Village Comedy Club, which is right there. They all have spots there, and then once you start knowing people they'll give you these things called check drop spots, which are basically when people get their checks and there's like real working comics there, they put you up there to like basically pacify the crowd because no one's hyped when they get a check in New York. Like, especially comedy clubs. Like, I'm not going to mention the name of one because I do a lot of shows there, but you can go there and see me for $10 more than you could go to Comedy Cellar to go see Louis C.K. Like, obviously not. Yeah. So it's different though. But I mean, tourists want to see. They just want to see New York comics, so it's pretty cool. But so then you can go. Then there's a place called the Creek in the Cave, which you'll really like. That's where like Big J Okerson, those guys have like a.
Is that they do their podcast there?
Yeah, they do. Legion of Skanks, they do that there a lot. And then Mark
seen
Norman, I think, is doing. Actually, he might be there tonight. I'm not really sure, but they.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's just I forget her name, and she's super cool. But she has this bar in Long Island City, Queens, which is like right across the bridge from where I live in Brooklyn. And she basically built this place like by comics for comics. I don't think she's a comic, but it's that idea. And it's like there's a creek and a cave, and like the creek being the upstairs, the cave being the downstairs. So 2 rooms run simultaneously, and it's like an open mic. Like tonight will be I think it's the like Mike and Cheese Mike. They have like naked comedy there, like a bunch of weird stuff. But I mean, there'll be like 100 people just crowded around a microphone, no stage, kind of similar to what you'll see at Cole's Wednesday night. But very cool stuff, and you'll see like people always show up there. trying to think of like some bigger names. There's like Childish Gambino, Donald Glover. I guess is always there. I've never seen him. There's pictures of all the big guys that go there. I try to stay in Manhattan mostly and do all my shows there just because I like the clubs. Like Stu told me once, like, you know, do you want to be a bar comic or a comedy club comic? It's a real question because there's guys that make full livings being bar comics. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But I do want to be a comedy club comic, so that's why I'm always in the comedy clubs.
What are the crowds like? Mostly tourists or like
mostly
New
tourists?
Yorkers,
Yeah, a lot of tourists, a lot of New Yorkers, a lot of comics, a lot of writers, a lot of TV writers. I know it's crazy that Grizzly Pear spot I was telling you about. So I left
Everybody's
one month.
trying to do some
Everyone,
thing.
It's weird. It's kind of like here. You know, people say there's like so many people that do comedy, and they told me there's 10,000 comics in New York, which there's probably 10,000 people that do comedy. But in terms of like a core group of people that are grinding out there, it's not. It's big, but it's not what you think. Like I know pretty much everyone. I mean, you'll meet new people, but like, you know, you recognize if you're at, you know, 100 shows a month, you're gonna see the same people, you know, and so you'll see that, and then it's really cool because you'll see so anyways, this Grizzly Pear like at a 4:30 show, Fallon showed up at one and was just drinking beers and like being an audience member. And so these open micers thought they were like auditioning for like Jimmy Fallon. He was just being a good sport. Yeah. But that's the shit that always happens. Or you'll always see like Louis walking around, or shit, I mean, like you'll be at the bar, you know, Cellar and like Rock sitting there, all those people like that. I think it's just good to be around that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like, obviously not fan out, don't bug anybody, obviously. But you know,
just a good creative energy.
Yeah, for sure. And then it's cool there too because it's like a coast, so everyone there, like, you know. You hear people here talk about a lot of like, you know, not just here, but anywhere where they're like, well, I'll do that when I'm in New York. Like, well, everyone is in New York or everyone is in LA. So like they're doing it. So at their very lowest denominator, at least they're trying. You know what I mean? So that's cool. It's like a mutual respect thing. And there are shitbags there for sure. But like that's anywhere. You know what I mean? So it'd be so, you know, it's weird because, you know, I've heard a general consensus of like, you go near, when I went there, people are, you know, a lot of comics are like, you're just gonna come back dejected, you know, like that's just not me though. I'm not gonna let 6 fucking open micers that I don't know, you know, have any effect on my self-esteem. You know what I mean? So, and I get, you know, again, if you're not a positive, if you're like a generally down person, you know, it would be very difficult. But for me, it's fucking awesome. I mean, you're around comedy all the time. I watch at least probably 4 hours of comedy a night because you're always waiting. And one thing too is like, I think that kind of differentiates myself, and you'll probably do the same thing too when you're in a big city. We'll stay for other comic sets, which is not common there, and that really sets you apart because it's like it's a manners thing. You know what I mean? Like it's just
I always watch.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing that like, you know, because I watched comedy for 2 years before I even did it in this town, like watching around. Stu, you can kind of tell it's like that's the way to do it. You know what I mean? I would do that anyways. Like I'm a dick, but I'm a total big on manners. You know what I mean? So
no, you're one of the first people that was nice to me.
When So they, I was trying to fuck you. No, but they're, no, it's
you
just
did show me porn.
Yeah, that's what I do. But it's like one of those things where you're like, you have to, you have to, like, you know, if you show people respect, they're gonna show it to you, and it's been, I mean, it's awesome. And then, you know, that even goes to the higher level guys now that you like know and recognize and talk to there. And like the guys I met at Grins have been really cool to me too. Like the features and headliners that have come through there. Like, it's really cool. See them going there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. When are you planning on going out? Visiting, you said? Queens or something?
Well, I got a buddy, friend of a friend who lives in Queens.
Okay.
So
go, dude. Even if you do like a week. Like if you go there, you know, in 2 days, as long as you don't get caught up by the party, but you don't really seem like that type of kid.
No.
Yeah. So I mean, it's.
I've been in bars doing comedy.
Yeah.
Not drinking. For
and
like a year
too. So. With comedy, it's like, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna drink tonight. Like, you know, go have drinks with my friends. I haven't seen them forever, but like, you know, we're in bars all the time, so you just lose interest in it. And like, I'm not even that big on drinking anymore. I was when I was younger, like your age, I was a total asshole. But like, I wasn't focused like you. Like you, it's house shows and this stuff. This is pretty rad. Pretty rad, dude.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to. I don't know if I should change the topic away from Rango at this point, because
I don't think. Oh, you mean like? Oh, wait. We can read more of the plot. We got Rango confronts the mayor about his buying of land around dirt.
Yeah.
Denies any.
I feel like I'm denying the fans of Rango if we don't at least mention the movie.
It's a
Rango. But I really do not want to talk about Rango right now.
You're shot now. Let's find out production. Let's find out what it cost. What cameras they use.
Yeah, what cameras? What cameras did they
Turns out it's a cartoon, so they don't use
it's fucking dumb. Cannons. They shot cannons. They shot the animation.
Wait, let's find out the discography, or let's find out who the key grips were.
Let's do it.
Let's find the key grips. Okay, so we're on Wikipedia. We're going to the cast. See, did they put them on there? The key grips? Charles Fleischer as Elbows. I don't know. This dude doesn't even have an IMDb page. Whoever Alex Manoogian as Spoons, a mouse prospector, is, this poor bastard's the only guy without a link on Wikipedia. Well, dude, let's pitch in and get Alex Manoogian.
Alex Manoogian, if you're listening, and I know you are.
Let's find him on Instagram. I'm gonna find him on Twitter. Let's find him, dude. Let's find Alex Manoogian on Twitter. While I do this, tell me about Baby Bustler and Jordan. I want to hear more about them because they're fucking awesome. How their show's been going?
Pretty good. I had
other than we can't talk about what Jordan does because we're outside the statute of limitations. But
yeah,
let's just
Jordan.
He's a touchy feely type.
I was heckled at Tip Top last Tuesday. Jordan fought a man in the street because
you make it sound like Jordan like had a duel. Jordan probably threw a bottle at him and then like hit him in the
No, the guy was being a dick, but
that sucks.
It was really funny because there's a bunch of Calvin people there just standing around like, oh, how do we get to our cars? Like, what's happening?
Wow.
Because they were trying to get to their cars to leave. And
that's just sad though, like for gentrification on the west side, that people don't know how to fucking walk around a bar fight at Tip Top. Like, come on, that's been happening. Like, but maybe it's just because it's Jordan. He's wearing like a Kelly Kapowski shirt and like a. I'm sure how crispy white were his Air Force Ones afterwards.
Pretty
they don't
great.
ever get scuffed, do they?
They don't ever.
That's the ultimate thing with him. He's like, no matter how broke he claims to be, he has the crispiest shoes, like drug dealer crispy.
Yeah.
You ever notice that? It's crazy.
Yeah.
You just don't see that in my world. So it's awesome. Like skateboarders do not have shoes like that. That's crazy. You know he's from Grand Haven? He's from like where
Jordan
I'm from.
is?
Yeah.
I know nothing about Jordan.
Oh, do you like to keep it that way, like a mystery?
I think so. Jordan, when I first met him, I was hanging out in the back of Tip Top, like going over my set. Like I had just got off stage, and Jordan just comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, you like schnapps?" And then he like pulls out like a flask and just hands it to me.
Damn.
I was like, I guess this is what I'm supposed to do. So I just took a swig of it and handed it back to him.
That's cool. You're not like the awkward 20-year-old like that's like, I don't drink. Is this gluten free?
Yeah.
I like how we just incriminated Jordan twice on Rango. What if Rango was
he wouldn't mind at all. He loves it. I'm sure he loves being talked about.
He loves press. He wants to get it. What do you think Bustler's doing right now? Is he at the porn store?
I don't know, probably.
What do you think what's his favorite? Okay, because I'm not going to say who it was, but a certain comic's girlfriend works at a porn star too, and she's very cool and very professional about it. But when we went there to visit her, she had like her own selections on the wall, like her name with like her favorite pics. It was cool. Like she took pride in it.
That's dope.
It was like different. It was weird too because she had that like. Do you watch YouPorn?
No.
Where do you watch porn at?
Just Pornhub or whatever.
Oh, okay. Well, but have you seen that like fake taxi one in England?
No.
Like, okay, we're gonna watch it.
I'm not watching porn right now.
Well, so you know.
I looked up
Rango.
Describe it to me.
Jesus, these tight ass kids. All right, so they so free taxi.
I don't like watching porn with other people.
What is it a solo thing?
Yeah.
Right, kind of.
Yes, it is
at this point, it's kind of bad. Anyways, I'm so disappointed. So free taxi is this. It's
Is it like Crazy Taxi, the arcade game?
No, you 9-year-old. It's not. It's a porno. It's a dude that drives around and he picks up chicks and then he propositions them for free rides with sexual favors. Okay.
Okay.
That being said, he they're obviously like porno actresses or hookers, but they do this thing. Well, anyways, it's like this like fake reality thing. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
And it's an England, but this
so like
comic's girlfriend.
It's like Cash Cab.
Exactly, but with cum.
Yeah.
So they do this, and then they go to what's it called? So then we go to the porn shop where this comic's girlfriend's working, and lo and behold, her favorite DVD is this fake taxi.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. Parallel thinking outside of comic world. That's pretty wild. Yeah.
That's wild.
But the DVD was like $40.
What?
Yeah, dude. Porno DVDs are not cheap.
Yeah, I don't know why people pay.
Have you ever bought porn before?
No.
Never in your life?
Never been.
What's
in
the first
store.
porn you ever saw?
I don't even think it was probably porn. It's just like Sports Illustrated or whatever. Just
that's not porn.
Old
right?
school.
What's the first porn you ever saw?
I don't know. Just like the Pizza Man and the dicks in the pizza box. just standard porn.
Standard porn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Standard. I didn't jerk off till I was like 16.
Wow. How did you find out? Like, what happened that day where it made you do it?
Just in the shower.
Just touch it, went off.
Just going at
Wow.
it.
Was that in Cincinnati?
Yeah.
Where in Cincinnati you grew up? Milford?
Fairfield.
Fairfield.
Like
okay.
Fairfield, Westchester.
Gotcha. I used to live in Cincinnati, so I know the area very well. That's awesome. Do you go downtown a lot?
No, never did until I started doing comedy.
Really?
Never.
Crazy.
Never.
When I first moved into Lytle Tower down there, and I was the only person that lived down there that was my age. It was crazy. People were like in my office where I worked, like 20 miles north in Mason.
Yeah.
They were like, why the fuck do you live down there? They used to call it the white flight. After Reds and Bengals games would leave, everyone would leave to the suburbs. Like cars would drive out, whatever. It's crazy. But now it's changed, obviously. Now, like, over the Rhine is, like, nice. It's really weird, yeah.
It's real. It's real.
They pussied it
fancy,
out. Did you do that Northside Yacht Club show?
No, not yet. It used to be a book show, and then they turned it into open mic.
What's a book show? Oh, booked show. Gotcha.
Yeah, like paid show.
The Rakes End, though, I saw you did that.
Yeah.
I was at
the
first
scene there is so fun.
The first day that bar opened, I was there. That's my friend's landlord. All my friends live in that building that's part of. It's all skaters, and he first opened, the guy that owns the whole. So like when they pay rent there, the dude just walks. He's this old guy that owns the whole building, and they drop him wads of money out of their windows to him. It's so fucking awesome, man.
God.
And then like right across, well, this is kind of incriminating, but right across the street there was a let's just say an organization that was on the run for what's the word for it? Murder. Mm-hmm. There was this organized murder thing, and they were basically hiding out there, and the landlords they were basically squatting, right? Yeah. And the landlords couldn't get them out. And so they had to turn off all the utilities and stuff, and the dude still stayed. Like it was crazy. Like that's Brighton area is crazy. It's awesome. My friend Rand lives right there still too.
Yeah, I met him when
Barnacle, you met him?
I was doing mics down there. He's like, hey, you know Max? I was like, yeah, he did a show.
Yeah.
At my college. He's like, cool. And
yeah.
I just walked away.
Oh, dude, was he dick or was he cool?
No, he's
You see his shitty tattoos? He looks like a Hot Topic starter kit. He has like neck tattoos and what's that Genji or what's the not Rango, but what's the Japanese characters or the Chinese characters in your hand?
I have no idea.
Well, it's douchey. I don't know. No, that's come on,
dude. I don't.
That's Indian.
Dude, I don't know anything about porn or tattoos or.
You're just a good kid.
Yeah, no porn, no tattoos. Well, porn.
I know. Trying to lie to me.
Yeah.
See,
no pot either. No weed.
Yeah, weed's whack. I don't like that shit. It's just. Ugh, it's not
it
my
makes
thing.
me paranoid.
Really?
Because I'm already fun. Just regular, you know what I mean?
You sure?
Fuck you.
No porn?
Yeah, no porn with friends.
Oh man, I don't know what I'd do with myself if I didn't like watch porn with friends. That'd be weird.
Like in Freaks, have you seen that scene in Freaks and Geeks where they get the porn from James Franco and they watch it together?
How cool! That's the only time I got starstruck in New York. It's when I saw Judd Apatow.
You saw Judd Apatow?
Yeah, like right next to me. Yeah, he's just chilling. And I don't know if he did sets or whatever though, but that's the only time. Not even like starstruck, like whatever. But that's a dude that like took all his friends along with him and does like the illest shit. And he's not afraid to like flex on people that like he thinks are out of line. I think that's really cool. Like that guy for sure is. And I like that he like started doing stand up, but he like admittedly thinks he sucks. I love people that are like self-deprecating and not like I'm depressed, I want to kill myself, but just like I'm a fan of it. I like it. I suck at it, but I'm still gonna do it. And he just did the trifecta like 2 nights ago at that comedy store in LA. Like he did the original room, belly room, and the main room all in one night. That's like that's awesome, man. Like to be able to grind it out, whatever. Though, what do you think of his movies?
I like his movies. They're a little bit long.
Yeah,
but
I feel like all movies are long now. Do you ever get that? Like there used to be like in the 80s and 90s like hour 20 movies, and now everything's Dances with Wolves.
Yeah, everything has to be like 2:40.
I know. That's weird.
I love that movie, Funny People, with Adam Sandler.
I watched it so many times. It did such an accurate portrayal of like what like the Mike scene is, and like when he's at the deli and he's talking about like, I'll give you money to come see me. Did you see I like too when he like when he gets bumped for Adam Sandler's character, and the booker or whoever the host is like, hey man, he's a new 10, and he's like, oh really? Okay, thanks man. He's like, okay, and walks away, make fun of it. It reminds me of Stu like making fun of me. Like I send him photos for like if I'm hosting at Grins, and like I have a photography background, so I get pretty artsy with shit. But he'll write back like, I can't say the real words he says, but like he'll say like no artsy shit, like in a real funny ass way. Yeah. He'll use he's a funny guy.
I wish more people were made fun of me.
I got you.
Because either people will be nice to me or they won't talk to me.
Really?
Yeah. It's not like fuck Grant. Nobody's ever been like fuck Grant.
Yeah, you're not really a fuck Grant type guy. I'm like a fuck Max. People.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Don't agree with that so much. Dick. No, yeah. You're not. Well, you're also younger too, and you're like probably don't want to like.
Yeah, no.
You haven't developed as a person yet. You don't know what you are. Like.
Yeah.
You haven't had like a foursome with girls that don't speak English.
No, of
course exactly.
not.
But that, as it happens in your life, it'll make you the man that you are in today. Yeah.
And then
sure.
I'll
call
have
me.
Get opinions and go to New York City and meet Judd Apatow.
Yeah, I didn't meet him. No, I just saw him. No, I'm not
gonna
a dude. Fuck that. I couldn't imagine that. How annoying that would be. Like that.
Yeah.
I never really. No one really gives a shit in New York. You know what I mean? Like in terms of like people are pretty mellow. But one time I saw a lady walk up to Chris Rock and she goes, "Oh, dude, it was so bad." Like I felt bad for him. She just goes, I want you to know that my friend who just passed away, you were really powerful in her life, and I'd really like to get a photo. And he just goes, okay, and walks away. Like, what would you say to that?
God.
Like, what would you do, Graham, if someone walked up to you at, like, Rivertown Crossing Mall, and they're like, hey, you're funny. My friend just died. Can I get a photo with you? Like, what?
I was like, sorry, I'm doing my shift at Sunglass Hut.
I'm at
I fucking work
Starbucks.
here.
I'm
Sorry.
at Starbucks. Yeah. Do you know Stephen Chris?
Yeah.
Super nice guy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was at Starbucks once, and he was working at the mall one. He gave me a free coffee, and I didn't know he was there.
Awesome.
I was just like in line, Christmas shopping. That guy's cool.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah. I don't have a job where I can hook people up though. You know.
What job do you have?
I'm a janitor.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Do you think about some weird shit when you do janitor stuff?
No, it's in the morning, so it's
What time?
like 6:30 to 10.
Wow, that's probably why you're so responsible.
Yeah, you gotta get up, and it's at Calvin too, so far away from here.
So I'm assuming there's lots of wealthy kids that go there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you're like working.
Yeah.
So are you like kind of like Goodwill Hunting style? Are you like fuck them?
Yeah, there's some fuck them, because I do weird comedy stuff that they don't get, and I actually work.
Hang out with like 30-year-olds.
Yeah, I do hang out with a lot of comedians.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And not any of them. There's a lot of people there who I'd never want to talk to.
It's like awful. Yeah, I think it's everywhere though. But yeah, it's that entitlement thing. It's hard, especially like that 20 to 24 demographic of just pure entitled fuckboys. Oof.
Yeah, it sucks. I just stopped going to parties.
Yeah,
I just started hosting shit here.
Yeah,
like my band plays in the basement here. We got a projector.
Yeah.
We just watch The Simpsons.
All pretty mellow, no one has problems.
Yeah, mellow parties where we watch The Simpsons and get drunk.
Girls come, is it like an equal split?
Oh, hell yeah.
Did Guido or AJ pull any girls last show?
No.
Are those girls open to be pulled? Are they like
Guido?
Yeah, can they pick up girls?
Guido can pick up any girl.
I don't know. Have you heard him talk? He's good looking, but that dude, come on.
Didn't he told me he got like a blowjob at Easttown Clowns.
Yeah, after he told the bit about his STD dick dripping. That's true. I was there for all of it.
That's crazy.
But he leaves out a joke because that was a sizable female. She was she's pushing through.
Big girl.
Big girl. She's like a bona fide 3, but hey, you know what? Man's gotta eat.
If you got game at Easttown Clowns,
like for
sure.
Sure.
That's a heavy hitter move, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's a baller move.
Have you seen Guido's dick?
No.
Oh my God! Wait, we're gonna get a photo of it right now. No, stop. Let it happen. Keep it. I'm gonna find it right now. Keep going. Ask me questions.
All right.
I'm gonna find it for you. I gotta text Josh Ortega, who's my like one of my favorite comics. And have you had him on here yet?
No.
Dude, you got.
I actually just met him recently because I had.
Were you afraid to talk to DJ Goddick?
I don't know if I was afraid because I'd never seen him, but yeah, he's coming to headline the house show here on the 20th.
Dude, so sick. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
What? How many minutes do we got?
I think like 7, 8.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
it's
a good crowd. It's a good crowd.
I'm so excited.
Yeah,
it's gonna be. I'm really excited. Who else doing it? What other comics?
Brennan Schoen, you, Jeremy Clymer, Guido.
Dude, so sick.
Ortega.
Damn, Brennan Schoen.
Yeah.
Talk about him.
Great joke writer.
Master. Love that dude.
So funny.
He was at Sunday Funnies last night. He was just hanging.
Awesome.
Yeah, that guy is so good. He's the shit he writes. Do you ever run shit by him?
He no, I've never haven't talked to him. I met him a few times.
He's so awesome.
But he likes his podcast, so
yeah.
Shout out to Brennan.
Shout out Brennan Schoen. That guy is fucking awesome.
Funny.
Yeah,
I've seen him a few times.
You know, when I first started doing comedy here, like I went to Kalamazoo for my first time at Rupert's, and he was and I was like fans of all these guys before I started because I watched for 2 years. Like I think it's like a skateboarding thing. Like you never just jump in the scene. You want to like get a feel for it and like pay your dues in terms of like buy drinks at the bar and like not just be like, hey, I want to do comedy. Put me on, coach. You know what I mean? Like people do it. Guido did that. I like to give him shit about it. No, but Brennan was the first guy.
I was like that too. Josh Courtney.
That was the first time I ever hosted at Tip Top.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt bad that night because we kept pushing you around in the lineup where you're going to be.
Well, I just walked in there. I didn't know what to do because in Cincinnati they don't do the sign up online thing.
Oh yeah.
It's just show up, go up.
Yeah.
So I walked in there. I was like, hey, can I get a spot? He's like, no. Why? Like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he thought it was weird that I asked because it was like a packed show. Like, probably one of the best like Tip Top shows.
Wait, so you didn't get on that one?
I didn't get on that one.
No, the first one that I hosted.
Yeah, that was the first time I was on.
Yeah, you did well though. That was good. That was a good show.
Yeah, it was a fun show.
Yeah, it was really fun. And you're from Cincinnati too, so you have a special place in my heart. I lived there for about like 8 years, so I really like it.
Yeah, it's so fun down there.
See if Ortega sent this photo. You got it. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay, look.
I'm so scared. Oh.
Dude, hey Guido, Grant's looking at it right now. This majestic creature. Yeah, right? Crazy. Italian stallion, right? That was awesome. That was so worth it.
Yeah, I can't unsee that.
I know. Yo,
it's
no,
crazy.
no.
That
Think
you
of the
just-
girls that can't unfeel it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'll forward it to you.
No.
No, it's cool.
Do not forward.
Do not.
Do not.
Okay. Where what's your upcoming? What's going on? So you had the house show on the 20th.
Got the house show on the 20th. Well, I got a secret show, Cincinnati people, this Sunday the 13th.
You going down there?
No, they're coming up here for Laugh
sick.
Fest.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
So I got like 5 guys Cincinnati coming up here to do the show.
Nice.
Setting up a show for them. And then 20th I got a house show. And then just open mics.
Yeah.
Just hanging out.
That's gonna be awesome, dude. I'm really excited for that too. Meet the
And
Cincinnati
then
guys.
going to Chicago this Wednesday.
Who are you going with?
Mario.
Mario, that's right. Just Mario.
Yeah.
You seen him? You staying down there or what?
So no, just coming back.
Okay.
Because I got school and
Cool.
work. But so like Guido's telling me at Laugh Factory, like you go the week before.
Yeah, I haven't had to do that. But yeah, you go the week before, you sign up, and then you go back the next week and do it though. Fortunately, I know some people that have been really cool, like other comics. Just dude, go to Cole's is the shit, man. Like and then also
is that when you saw Hannibal Buress?
Yeah, that's where he went up for like right after me, and then like Guido went up a few times afterwards. But you'll see like all the great guys. He's been there quite a bit. I mean, you'll see people all the time. Yeah, go to Cole's and it's like I think the first day I think I said I was 31 out of 50, and then like you get to know some people, and if you're from out of town, they just hook it up, but never expect anything. You know, they're always cool. And the last time I did it, I walked out there like 2:15, 2:20 in the morning. But you're in Chicago, like what else are you doing? You know what I mean? Like it's comedy, and you'll see some really really good shit too. Ben Noble, another guy who's at Laugh Factory that I did last Wednesday. He's a really good comic too. He does a show at Decibel Bar, but it's off this week. I wish I'd have known, I would have hooked it up. But he's a good guy. I'll give you the list of what you can do. You can do Comedy Bar, which is Jason Mellon's show. That's before Cole's. You can do. I mean, what's your guys' plan? Just Cole's or what?
Guido was supposed to go with us. He's supposed to.
Oh, okay.
Show us
Well, I'll
around,
give you the
but,
list or whatever though. And the guys still kind of talk to whoever though. But
hit him with the list.
Sweet. What time is it?
But we got to get going to Rocky's here soon. So I'll just do the Rango song here, and we'll get the.
You have to do another. You have to do another Rango one.
Yeah, it didn't
you have
record.
To do another Rango thing. Wait. Oh, because it didn't record the first time. So are you gonna edit it back?
No. We'll just do it here at the end.
Okay. I thought that at first this was like a ramen noodle thing, like this was like your shtick, like how you used to be a physical comic. Oh, sorry, am I interrupting your rapping?
No, you're not.
Is it?
Yeah, we got ramen noodles on the table here, and I was about to eat them, and then Max showed up.
Shit's getting gully, and there's people on your roof when I walked up. It's very bohemian.
It's a great artsy house. They're all like art students here.
Are they really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm the only
freak.
Yeah.
That doesn't masturbate or watch porn.
It always comes back to porn with you, man.
This house smells like salt water for a reason.
It's because of the sodium in the rain.
I just got your roommate to laugh that has headphones on.
That's a good mark of a joke. If someone laughs through headphones.
I'm excited to do the house show for sure.
All right, here
do
we go.
Your fucking rap.
All right, Max White. Follow him on Twitter. What's your
at This Is Max White.
This Is Max White. You can follow me on Twitter at Lasers and Pizza. Pretty good.
You're gonna be like that old dude.
Yeah.
That's like 40 with your emails gonna be like Grant Style 69 fuck dicks at AOL.com at a job interview.
Yeah.
Oh, like in Funny People when he's like Ira sexy. Oh, sorry, I'm in the way of your rapping.
It's okay. And then you can find the show at SoundCloud.com/Grant Styles.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't get
we got Jordan Shaver episode up. We got Louis Michael episode. He had a story about watching Rango during a fever dream. And
wow,
it was pretty intense, much more intense.
Louis
than this one.
he's not a small guy, is he? He's a big boy,
big guy.
Yeah,
big guy.
He could. It's too bad like he doesn't get to get in the fights that Jordan does, because Jordan's like shaped like a pear. Like, you know what I mean? I mean he's gonna hurt some people, but like just not as effective as Louis could. Louis like a linebacker.
Yeah.
Are you just rap
Let's
or
do
what?
this.
Yeah,
Let's do this rap.
Okay, let's hear it.
Have you ever met a girl that you tried to date, but a year to make love, she wanted you to wait? Let me tell you a story of my situation. I was talking to this girl from the U.S. nation. I'm not gonna do the whole verse.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Let's skip to the hook. You gonna sing it with me?
No.
Dude.
No.
I'm inviting you into my home.
I know, and I just didn't hear it, but you didn't invite me the first time. There's no, you can't pull that one. You only, dude. I showed you Guido's
Yo,
dick.
baby, you got what I need. But you say Rango's just a friend, and you say Rango's just a friend. Oh, baby, you.
Grant's got a good voice.
You got what I need. But you say Rango's just a friend. And you say Rango's just a friend. And I took Rango's word for it at this time. I thought just having a friend couldn't be no crime. Because I got friends, and that's a fact. Like Agnes, Agatha, Jermaine, and Jack.
Just
Forget
the hook
about
my
that.
ass.
Let's go into the story about a girl named Rango that adored me. We started talking, getting familiar, spent a lot of time so we can build a relationship, some understanding how it's going to be in the future we was planning. Everything sounded so dandy and sweet, I had no idea I was in for a treat. Oh, baby, you got what I need. But you say Rango's just a friend. And you say Rango's just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need. And you say he's just a friend. You say Rango's just a friend.
Man, that was really good. That was awesome.